Greetings, everyone. Today, I wish to speak to you about a law in Malaysia. A law which has been in existence for over 70 years should be abrogated based on a series of historical and political factors. That law is specifically the Sedition Act of 1948. To begin with, a small history lesson. The Sedition Act of 1948 was passed by the British colonial administration in Malaya in order to deter and prevent the influence of communist and other left-wing ideologies from being prevalent in the minds of its own colonial subjects. This was around the time where the Communist Party of Malaya, led by Chin Peng and Abdullah C.D., launched an uprising 3 months earlier than planned to gain the independence of Malaya. Britain feared this as the loss of a colony would hamper British post-war reconstruction efforts and would spread the communist ideology into other nearby Southeast Asian countries due to their ideological fear of communism. Hence, the purpose of this act was to restrict not only the freedoms of the Malayan people, but to also help the British persecute anyone deemed communist in nature. Fast forward 70 years from now, and the act is still there, in existence. Firstly, the existence of this law in present-day Malaysia is nothing more but detrimental to our democracy. Now, as much as I despise democracies in nature due to most people, or emotionally inferior beings, as I like to call them, being easily influenced by a simple exaggeration instead of thinking, I still respect some of its main ideas as it gives a venue for people to demonstrate their beliefs and ideas in their government through the platform given to multiple parties to best represent their interests of the people. The Sedition Act of 1948, however, is detrimental to this, as any governing power can easily use this law to crush any opposition, given Section 3A of the law, which states, to bring into hatred or contempt or to excite dissatisfaction against any ruler or against any government. With this definition of sedition, any government can use this to crush any future opposition and effectively rule as a one-party state. Secondly, the existence of this law is unconstitutional in the sense that this law violates the very constitution Malaysia has. For instance, Article 10 of the Constitution guarantees the freedom of speech for Malaysians as a whole. This very nature of the law can be seen as a violation of it due to the restrictions on what may be said, as well as the fact that the original purpose of this law was to punish the support of left-wing ideologies. Furthermore, the existence of this law in present-day Malaysia only brings reminders that we are still in essence a British colony. We have to remember that this very law was made with the purpose of preventing an independent Malaya being led under a communist ideology. We are now independent more or less, as our independence that we gained was one which we simply begged for. Regardless, as a now independent Malaysia, we should reflect an independent status of our nation and attest the law's existence, which only brings back the memories of the colonial administration that we had to endure in the past. In conclusion, the Sedition Act of 1948 should be abrogated on the basis that it is detrimental to Malaysian democracy, is unconstitutional, and a humiliating reminder of how Malaysia was once a British colony. Of course, there are many different reasons for this, and perhaps opposition towards the main rhetoric, but I wish to restate that this has overall been my structured yet logical argument with some degree of sarcasm. Thank you for watching.